Nearly 3 decades ago, I set out to build a successful real estate company. Ultimately, I did. But during the course of that development, I was faced with many challenges, not to say the least of which was, of course, capitalization and cash flow issues along the way. But what I want to share with you today was an outgrowth of some of my failures, because ultimately my failures became my greatest successes. And what I realized was that the relationship that I had early on with my customer was often flawed, and that my ability to engage with the customer more meaningfully was one that didn't create goodwill. And what was most important in any business, whatever the size of your business may be, wherever you are in your career, whether you're an entrepreneur or an executive or running a business of any size, is you want to inspire goodwill between yourself and the customer. Because ultimately, goodwill is what creates the loyalty. And of course, loyalty creates relationships, and relationships create, well, inner and outer personal wealth for yourself and a very happy customer. And that customer may even become your friend over time. But what happened for me was I forgot one of the key tenets of being a successful leader. And this code in and of itself is the one that can really be a game changer for you during these times of great challenges in the business world. And that is you want to inspire goodwill within your relationships with your customer and also the people that work for you. But in particular, the customer, because when you know as a leader, when you know what you're following, then your success in your relationship with your customer will only improve. And here's what I mean, is you're offering to your customer one that is about helping them, or is it really one that's about serving the greater good of yourself and your company? Because ultimately, when we want to help our customer and serve our customer for their greater good, then we create a positive outcome for everything. And obviously, one of the things that I learned, well, maybe not so obvious, but one of the things that I learned the hard way was ultimately my offering was more about serving myself than serving them. I'd forgotten to inspire goodwill. I was more in the place of what could the customer do for me. So here's the key of what I found to inspire goodwill between yourself and your customer. The key is your perception of the customer. And maybe this requires a perceptual change of what is the customer to you. For example, what is most important? Is what the customer can do for you or what you can do for the customer? Think about that. What's most important? What the customer can do for you or what you can do for the customer? So one is motivation. I mean, we're often motivated to move the customer to buy something or to take action, to maybe to use our service or buy our product. And we want to motivate them. Now, the greatest motivator we've seen over the ages is fear. But I'm not talking about fear, because fear is coming from a place of perception that says, what can you do for me as the customer? I'm talking a place that inspires. What can I do for you as the customer that serves the greater good of your needs and wants? I mean, let's remember, the customer is not a means to our own end. They are the end and the means as one. So I hope you are inspired to come into a greater relationship with your customers and to create goodwill between yourself and them. And if you like these videos, please check out my YouTube and subscribe to that. Or you can go to my website and learn more about what I'm doing to help leaders create more inner and outer wealth for themselves, to discover self-worth beyond just net worth. It's both. It's not one and or the other. And to share the wisdom that you have as a leader with the world. So you can check that out at adamhall.solutions. adamhall.solutions. And be sure to check out my video for more videos on creating inner and outer wealth, discovering self-worth and net worth, and sharing the wisdom you have with the world. Take care and look forward to hearing more from you in the near future.